Hey guys, Joseph Arendsen here, making my final video for 2024 and doing a recap of all the stats that we saw take place this year. If you're a homeowner, you're gonna wanna watch this one. Here we go. All right guys, so if we look back at this year's stats to see where we're gonna end at the end of December, we're projecting about a 5% appreciation across San Diego County. That includes all of our attached, detached, condos, townhomes combined across the county. So it looks like we're gonna end at about 5%. We're at 4.7% appreciation through November. And then this year, if you look at this graph right here, we're seeing a little bit of an uptick this month of December. So I'm projecting we're gonna see about a 5% appreciation. So congrats to all you homeowners out there. We saw a good year for appreciation. The next stat I wanna show is the fact that the number of homes sold is up 24% compared to last year. Now, last year was a tough year. We didn't see that many sales. It was a really tough year. It was actually historically low for the amount of homes that actually sold. So we did see a nice uptick, 24%. The other stat I want to share here is inventory levels increasing 23% year over year. Obviously, last year again was a tough year for inventory. We just didn't have anything. However, we really needed to see inventory levels increase. On a year like this where we didn't have all that much buyer demand, it increased. It was good. It's San Diego County. A lot of people wanted to still live here and move here. However, on a year that we didn't see this extremely high demand, we didn't want to see inventory levels get out of control. And that sure enough is what we saw. We saw a good amount of inventory come on the market. So a 23% increase from last year. So guys, it can't all be good, right? So what were some of the bad stats or some of the negative stats that we saw come from this year? First and foremost, days on market increased. We're up about 34% compared to last year. So homes are just taking a little bit longer to sell. The second stat is affordability. Affordability has always been tough in San Diego, but it's gotten a little out of control with these higher interest rates and values continuing to go up. So affordability here is hitting an all-time high, and I don't necessarily see that getting any better anytime soon. And the last stat that really caught my eye is of course, mortgage rates. We really thought mortgage rates would be coming down a little bit sooner than they have. Sure enough, they got all the way back up to 7.5% this year. They have fallen this last month, and we are ending the year right around 6.8 or 6.75. So guys, all in all, we had a really good year in real estate. We saw values increase, demand come back to the market. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but if you look back at my January predictions, it's almost spot on for what we saw. The one prediction that I made for appreciation coming up around 5%, spot on. That's what we predicted. We knew inventory was going to come up. We knew demand was going to come back to our market. The one thing we didn't really see coming was interest rates staying where they are. We ended last year at a similar interest rate that we're ending this year. However, with the Fed coming out and doing a 0.25% decrease this month, we should see that continue to take effect into January, and hopefully by middle of next year, we'll see these interest rates get back down into the high fives. With all that being said, look out for next month's episode. I'm going to break down my predictions for 2025 and hopefully give you guys some good insight on what you should be doing with your real estate going into next year. All right, guys, I want to give you my buyer and seller advice for this month of December. For all my buyers out there, don't wait until March, April, May of next year to get back into the real estate market. We always see buyers come out of the gates in the new year and start to make plans to purchase a property, but not execute on those plans until May, June, July, when the market starts to really heat up. That's when we see values actually hit their highest point. So don't wait. We always see some of the best opportunities actually in December, January, and February. So if you're thinking about buying next year, get active now. For my seller clients out there, on the same note, on the flip side, we see values typically increase and hit their highest point in the month of May. That doesn't mean list your property in May. That means you need to list your property in March or April so it closes in May. Why do we see the highest values then? Typically, we see this rush of buyers start to come back into the market with that New Year's resolution. We also typically see lower interest rates at that time of the year, so that drives buyer traffic. So if you are thinking about selling, now is the time to get your property ready to hit the market early next year to hopefully hit that highest peak value close date of sometime in May. All right, guys, if you guys have any questions, reach out to myself or somebody here on the True Local team, and feel free to drop your questions and comments in the DMs below. All right, see you guys.